Hi, I'm Tequila Louie here in Toyota, here to introduce you to the 2012 Prius, third generation. Now this vehicle made its debut in 1997, and since then we've sold over 3 million of these. This vehicle is a true hybrid. Now there's other hybrids out there, but of course they're mild hybrids. Now what makes this a true hybrid is the gasoline engine can operate solely on its own, the electric engine can work solely on its own, and they can work together to get a combined EPA of 50 miles to the gallon, which means you could get 51 in the city and 48 on the highway. It also uses a 1.8 liter four-cylinder engine. Now Toyota's been using a star safety system in their vehicle lineup in the SUVs, the trucks, and the vans for years now, but since 2010 we start using it in every single vehicle lineup, so it's also in the Prius. Now there's a lot of key features in that, like your analog brake systems, your brake assist, your vehicle stability control, your traction control, your electronic brake force distribution, and of course your smart stop technology. Now smart stop technology came along, of course, with the recall. We want to make sure we retain our loyal customers, regain your trust, as well as give you a sense of security in the vehicle. So now when the smart stop technology takes over is when the gas pedal is depressed all the way to the floor, and then the brake pedal is depressed. Now once that happens, it shuts off throttle power to the engine and it slows down the vehicle. Now once you, the driver, lets up off that brake pedal, then and only then will the vehicle slowly start to accelerate. That means the vehicle won't get away from you. Now there's another key component under the hood, which is the inverter converter. That's this component right here. It has 3 orange high voltage cables that runs to the rear battery. Now what it does is when the vehicle is decelerating, it converts that momentum into reusable energy, so it can power the entire vehicle as well as recharge the battery. Now let's talk about when we're driving, because sometimes this vehicle can get pretty quiet, and that you can hear that now. You can't really hear it. So now when we're approaching, we need to alert pedestrians that we're coming. So Toyota's implemented a vehicle proximity notification, and that's right here in this area, but underneath. What it does, it gives off low tones and high beeps to let you know that we're approaching. Also, there's some other significant driving modes in this vehicle that's more technical and intelligent, but in the inside of the vehicle, we have Eco mode, which is your most fuel efficient mode. It's also your EV mode, which allows you to cruise slowly off the battery up to 1/3 of a mile. But of course, the conditions has to be right, so the battery has to at least be at a full charge. Then of course your power mode, that gives you that gas pedal sensitivity, so you start on the 2nd gear instead of in 1st, and that allows you to kind of gun it in and out of traffic, into traffic as you need to. So and those buttons can be engaged here on the console. Now there's also multi-information display up here that lets you know exactly where your energy is coming from, whether it's coming from your gas, your electric engine, your battery. Then of course it'll show you your fuel consumption over 5 minutes to 30 minutes. It'll also show you your fuel costs over months. So you have that there. Then too, it'll let you know whether you're in your EV mode, your Eco mode, your power mode, and of course whether you're operating off of charge. Now also you have a touch tracer display that also works in conjunction with your multi-information display, along with your trip, your temp, your volume, as well as your radio controls. All that's up here, and it shows up as a light blue or lilac light on your dash, so you don't take your eyes off the road. You don't have to ever look at your console when you're operating the car using that mechanism there. You also have a B mode that's on your gear shifter. The only thing is minus is the P, but you still can't park your car. That B mode is going to save you your brake pedal life. Okay, going downhill descents, that's going to save you. It'll actually downshift the vehicle, so you're not using your brakes as much. Now Toyota uses a wind tunnel design from the corners of the bumper all the way over to the slopeness of the roof, and then of course with your rear spoiler that's properly placed for a low coefficient of drag of 0.25. Now that's called sleekness in the wind. With that being said, Toyota also stretched the vehicle rearward 2.09 inches, so you accomplish the most legroom in this vehicle. If you see, as I sit down, I have ample legroom here. I gained actually 42.5 inches of legroom here. It's very comfortable, and I have long legs for me, you know, and well, for a woman. And then of course, if you move to the back of the vehicle, especially for your passengers, because we want them comfortable too, they gain actually 36 inches of legroom back here. With the slope design, you get a lot more knee room, use your leg room. This seat is almost all the way back, and I'm still very comfortable back here. So you have a lot of comfort for your back passengers. Now, this is a gas-driven vehicle, so it uses regular fuel. Now you gain a lot of cargo room back here too. As you saw inside, there's a 40-60 split. That means I can alternate between. I can have seats down, I can have seats up, depending on who I'm carrying, and if I need some longer objects stored in here. And that's a flat fold there. And also under here, you have a deeper storage. Now using this side right here, so because this is reversible and can be flipped over for your solubles, this compartment can be easily sprayed off, brushed off, or wiped off. And two, with the grooves here, makes for easy loading. Now, Toyota's battery is actually back here in the rear, like I told you before, and it has a vent back here that pulls from the cabin air and cools the battery, so it can perform at its peak. Now, the battery has an 8-year, 100,000-mile warranty on it. And if you're in California, it has a 10-year, 150,000-mile warranty. Now, you achieve a lot of fuel economy in this vehicle, a lot of warranty with the battery. And we're talking about the battery still in New York and California, taxi cab drivers on its original battery still has achieved over 250,000 miles. So you have a lot of safety, security in this vehicle. Let's go ahead and wrap this up.